Okay, good morning. Let's try again. I just started that and I didn't have my microphone in. Oh, that's better. I'm sitting on my chair wondering why it's uncomfortable and I was sitting on a bed. Okay, so I just thought I would share and show where I was at with my junk planner, which I started last video. As you know, we painted some covers and I suggested that anyone go get a book if they want to play along. Obviously not a full-on tutorial because I've already been doing stuff in it, but you know, just a showing what I'm doing. So you may have remembered I haven't done the back cover yet, but the back cover has some contact or tape, I guess, to protect the cover. So I peeled that off because I knew that even with gesso it would peel off the gesso off the contact to the plastic. So I peeled that off and then I painted the front cover with gesso, and then I decided to use fabric to cover it. So I just used scraps and I sewed them together and then stuck the sewn together piece down just with fabric glue. It was very rough. Not a huge amount, I mean it fits obviously, so I sort of measured a little bit, but it wasn't massive. And then I dug out letters. I've got all these letters from scrapbooking days that I still have tons of, so pulled them out, and I had enough of these plain. They're two different ones, I don't know if you can tell, but I quite like the look of that. So see my planner. Now still haven't done the inside cover, we will do that. So this was what we painted and I drew the lines on last time. I think that's, is that right? Oh, up a bit, there we go. So this was my my year at a glance. Sorry, I've got my tea here. Sorry, gulping sound down the microphone. So this is my year at a glance. I've got people's birthdays in, a couple of the big shows that we're going to. I've popped in the public holidays, and then a couple of appointments where I haven't got my monthly calendar up yet. So this is quite good for, because there's not like a traditional diary or calendar where you can just go forward to the month. This one you sort of create as you go, because some months or some weeks may take up more space and others will take less, just depending on whatever. So things like my son's hospital appointment, he goes every, well, it depends, sometimes it's 6 weeks, sometimes it's 3 months, it just depends on what's going on. So anyway, so he's got his next appointment in October, we've got dentist in September. My youngest son's first day of college, which is year 11 and 12 here in ACT, Canberra. So that's got his first day. So a couple of things where I needed to know date, public holidays. Yeah, so I fill in, and this will fill in as we go. I've got, when I first started playing around with bullet journaling, I bought a heap of little cutesy stickers and things, and they work quite well for this. I wouldn't necessarily use them for all sorts of things, but you know, what can I say? Then we painted this page, and I drew, so since I painted it on camera last time, it dried, and I drew up a calendar, a month. Now I sort of vaguely, I mean that's about a ruler length, I think it was, yeah, about 5 centimetres. 5 centimetres is quite a reasonable space to write in. It's enough that you can write a few things in normal handwriting. And for this size book, which I guess I should tell you, it's 9 inches by 11.5 inches, or 23 centimetres by 29 centimeters. So I don't know, is it around about, that's a little bit shorter than A4, but a little bit wider. So it probably is even close to letter. I don't know. Yes, so I like the 5 by 5 centimeters. I did measure out little like markers, but then I hand drew the lines because I like that look. I've gone through, so then each month what you do, the same as bullet journaling. So if you've done bullet journaling, there's nothing new that I'm telling you. I went to my year at a glance, had a look, filled in the birthdays. I've then gone through our electronic calendar. So we also have a shared family calendar, and put in Matt's working shifts. Because he works shift work, he doesn't work Monday to Friday, he works all over the place. So like he's gone to work today and tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, then he's got 2 days off, then he's actually taken off 4 days, and yeah, so he's a bit all over the place. I mean, it's consistent, it's like 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, but it's, yeah, it's all over the place. And then I've put in a couple of little other bits and pieces, the craft and quilt fair that's coming up in a couple of weeks, when the boys are here, so when Matt's boys are here, when my son is here, because my 2 oldest ones live with us full time. Yeah, chuck some stickers in just because they're fun. Griffin, that's Matt's eldest, is 21 this week. Yes. And then I just decorated with some fabric scraps that I had lying around. The leftover little bits, well, they were all, these were leftover bits. So yeah, so and there's no, one of the things I discovered, there's no rules with bullet journals or planners or handwriting things. Some people like to have monthly ones. When I was using a bullet journal little one, I didn't really bother with a big monthly calendar. I just had a line with, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. But this one, I don't know, seemed to work better. I've then left these 2 pages for a number of reasons. Number one, I wasn't quite sure whether I was going to do a weekly spread. So in a bullet journal, and again, everyone is different, but I was doing a week. So I'd have a week saying what we are doing. Yeah, so I'll do a week at a time, because my monthly one is like this, just one little month with one line. But because I've changed what my month looks like, I don't know whether I need weekly. I don't know, I'm not sure. So I've left one. I figured what I could do is do some decoration. I could do some photos. We're going to have Griffin's 21st birthday dinner next Saturday, so I'm sure I have a couple of photos of that. If I go to the craft and quilt fair, which I wouldn't mind going to, I might have some, you know, snippets of something that I might buy there, I don't know, so I might stick some stuff down there, that sort of thing. So I don't know, that might grow. And just because I like to be a month in advance, I did do the following month. Now I don't know whether you can see this. Oops, I spilled my cup of tea. But I didn't paint these 2 pages. I decided to just collage with scraps, just to show that you can do obviously different things. So I have a, oops, sorry, I'm making noises. I have a box here. So I've 4 of these boxes, and they've all got different types of scraps in them. This one, oh, the random bit of fabric. This one has scrapped lined paper or graph paper or whatever. And some of it's torn a little. I used to have all my little scraps in one big box, but it just became, I couldn't find anything. So this has got just all these sort of scraps. So what I did, I just collaged this, so different types of lined paper, and then drew the calendar again. So then I have September. Now I then had a tab punch. Now I've got a tab punch. Whoops, it's got pieces in it. But obviously you just use a piece of paper folded over. It doesn't have to be tab shape. Just because I happen to have one. But any bit of paper would work. Just so that if I want to, as it goes, if I want to quickly go to a month, I can. Now I'm not going to do months in advance, lots of months, because I don't know how long the weeks are going to take. I did vaguely think, do I want to use this with more for work or not? I don't know, but that is because I'm not quite sure what shape it's going to take from then on. I'm not going to do any more, but I did paint the next page. So this one I just again painted the white gesso, and then I just used this is just acrylic paint or children's paint, whatever, watered down in water in a little spray bottle. I do have the Heidi Swap. A couple of colours of these, not much because I didn't want to spend the money on them. So I just made watered down, which that works alright. I've got some others, but they're a bit thick. Like this one's gone really thick. I have to. These are bought ones, but they're really thick. I might have to water them down. Okay, and I painted that yesterday, so that's dried. So I guess, yeah, it's just a little bit of a snippet. So if you have gone ahead and started doing a junk planner, I would love to see them. I'm not sure whether I've got much to add to this right at the moment. I still don't know what to do here. I want to do, I don't know whether I want to add a month in or do a week, do like coming up this week. So what have I got this week? This week happening, I've got a birthday party or birthday dinner, lunch, whatever. But Matt's off a week, so I don't have to worry too much. Yeah. So I don't know. Sorry, it's a bit vague. And that's my month of September. The problem is I'm very impatient, and so I wanted to get started on doing it. What I might do, so this is just, so where the collage works well is where those pages that were quite black. So like this one, you see the paint comes through, and here, like I painted, it's fine to write on. But because there was quite a lot of black, which is why this was very heavy black, this back page. So that's why I decided to stick down of what that is. How are we going? There's only 13 minutes. Okay. So yeah, I did vaguely think, no, I don't know. I did want to look at maybe doing some trackers or some other things. So other things that I've had in my, I'm going to have a look at here. Sorry, it's all a bit bitsy, isn't it? So I have done some gratitude. Maybe we'll do, I do want to, some of my tracking I don't do very well. Because really, I know it's for good habits, but I do track a lot of things. Like I track my steps because I have a Fitbit and other bits and pieces, but I think maybe gratitude would work. Maybe. Let's have a look. Oh, I put all my texts away. Of course I did. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay. So I love these pens. These pens, they're thicker, so they're a bit hard. They're a 0.6, so they're a bit hard to use in a traditional bullet journal. They're a bit fine. But they work in this larger profile thing. So I'm quite excited because I have them, but I don't use them because they don't work very well. Okay, I don't quite know. It's always a bit tricky, isn't it? Not with a plan in mind, but then if I get a plan, I do it before I get a chance to film it because I have no patience. And it's just tricky to film during the day. There we go. I do wish I could do brush. I've tried, I bought some practice sheets, but I'm just not very good. I guess some people are born to be good at it. And some people aren't, and that's me. Oops, I smudged my pen a bit. Don't write over it and then run your hand over it, apparently. There we go. So I've been sick. Oh, I can't believe it. I've been quite good. The children at work have been a bit ill and I've managed to avoid it. Tom's been sick. And then on Thursday, both Jordan, my eldest, and I started getting scratchy throat, and then Friday we were both like, ugh. So, yeah. So here we are, grateful. So obviously it is, what's the date? 10th. So there are how many days left? 10th, so it'll be 21 days, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 days. So I'm going to do a page of grateful. So I need 22. So if you were to do it for each month, obviously you'd have 31 spaces for August. Yes. But because it's already the 10th, I'm going to do 22 spaces. Now, I'm only going to roughly, again, like I mark it, but okay, so if I do 20, I could do 4, 8, so 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, roughly trying to work this out in my head. 12. So, what did I say? 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 of those, and then a couple of extra. So from about there, So I really want 5 rows, don't I? See, this is where like I like it uniform, but I don't need it uniform. I just need, so if 25 goes all the way up there, it's too high. Or I could just do, I know what I could do. Don't worry about me. Really, this method sort of here. Again, I don't, you can rule it obviously, but I like the look of not ruling it. If you pull it towards you, as you can see, you can keep it pretty. I said it last video, you can keep it pretty straight. There we go. Do double line. Double lines are a good way of hiding errors or hiding wonkiness. Because it looks on purpose there. See? Beautiful. Okay. So grateful. So then what I'm going to do, so today is the 10th. Yeah, 29, 30, 31. So each day, so next time I show you this, hopefully I'll be on top of writing something. So I think it's good habit. It's good. Sometimes we get so bogged down in the everyday and stuff that's going wrong and being sick and money and kids and just everything. I know some days I feel like I'm worrying about my children before we've even gone anywhere. And my children are just, they're awesome kids and they're doing well. I mean, they've had a few bumps and lumps across the way, but they're not doing badly. So sometimes I think we need to take a step back and remember that we've got lots of things to be grateful for. So I'm going to do, and I might try and do this each month. I will try, not I might, I will. Each month I'm going to spend time each day thinking about what I'm grateful for. It can just be a word. So I know I've done that previously, where it could just be a simple word. For example, let's find where I've done it. You know, I've written IKEA, grateful for IKEA, pens and stationery, things like that. You know, making good food choices. So I went through a stage of really trying to be very careful with food, which I probably need to still do, but online groceries, cooler weather, because I think it was, yeah, February, so it was summer then. So I think it's important. Or I've left enough space that you could actually write a little bit more. So that's good. And then I'm going to leave this page because I'll put some photos maybe or something about the birthday. And even if I decide I've got more things to write in August, for example, you could easily add in a tip-in. You know, this is from Very Hungry Caterpillar book, an old one that I had that was falling apart. You could easily add that in. Gives you another writing page, another writing service, and gives you an envelope. Really easy to put tip-ins and things in. So it's most likely that I will do that. Exactly the same as a junk journal. So I guess the thing is, oh, Lily's, I haven't fed her yet, so I'm looking for food. So if you are looking at getting a junk planner started, and I really hope so, because this is turning out to be quite good fun. And like I said, I like the idea of bullet journal. It wasn't fun, really, for me, because I like this messy style. So if you've gotten yourself an old book or an old binder or folder or sketch pad or even a new notebook, you could even do it with. Yeah, get in there and do it. Is she going to come sit on my book? I came to craft yesterday and she was sitting in the middle of my table. She wouldn't move. And that wasn't even because she was hungry. That was just because she decided she was going to sit there. So yes, so next time I'll show you this, maybe next week. I might have some more things written in there. Hopefully I have some of my things that I'm grateful for. And I might have a bit of a hunt around to see what other people put in bullet journals and calendars and planners, and maybe we can think about doing some of those. I did think this morning about doing a bit of a family tree in here. Like I have a family tree. I've got I've got an online genealogy one, but I thought maybe I need to do a basic one in here and print off some photos and have that in here, which I might do still. I might do. But otherwise, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed my little bit of bumbling, and start putting together a planner. I'll have to do the back cover too. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this junk planner instead of a small bullet journal. I think that for me this is the way to go. I did actually try to start doing a bit more of a junk one, but I couldn't wrap my head around it. I did it in a composition book, and I think I was trying too hard to make it look like a bullet journal, and so it wasn't working. So taking a step back and making it look like a junk journal was the good step for me. Alright, I'll probably make another video this morning, seeing as everyone's awake. No, not awake yet, but I haven't even put the first one of these ones up, so I should do that as well. So I've got a few little bits and pieces to do today. Oh, you can still hear my croaky voice. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's it. Alright, until next time, bye.